Welcome back.
Just do the cowboy voice.
Welcome back to the Dead Man's Podcast. Stop laughing at me, you son of a bitch. You a bitch. It's my first time doing it, and you're laughing at me.
You
Am I
low
right?
T.
Here's the intro.
That's what you wanted to do.
Here's the fucking intro. God,
The
I'm
intro
already
we just
sauced,
had.
dude.
The intro we just had like
Already sauced off a beer.
5 seconds before
I'm a
this
lightweight
started
right
was
now.
even more chaotic, and it was so good.
You guys drinking a beer right now makes me want to fucking vomit.
Hayden drunk tequila
I'm
last night.
violently ill.
So you're
He's
hungover.
sweating.
Yeah, I'm a little
You fucking
hungover.
lied to me then.
When did I lie to you? I did say I was hungover.
He's like, no, I'm just tired.
No, it kicked in once you guys came in.
This guy's a fucking
Mm-hmm.
bitch.
No, last night was Ducky's birthday party.
No one's gonna know who Ducky is.
No one cares. Just kidding.
Well, Ducky's gonna know.
Ducky will know. He'll be, hey, shouts out Ducky.
Happy birthday,
yeah,
Ducky.
happy
Shout
late
out,
birthday,
Ducky.
Happy
buddy.
birthday, buddy.
We love you.
Yep, kisses.
I
All
hope
right.
you're.
Let me get back to the intro.
These low T new
Go
gen
on,
kids
partner.
can't drink.
Well, to my right, I got me my little baby brother. Hate on. And he's a bitch. And I got my best friend, James.
I'm so glad you didn't go where I thought you were gonna go with Hayden.
I can't. I have to watch myself on here.
It's like, don't do it.
I gotta be tame. And I hate
He's
it.
already hungover. Leave him be.
He
I'm feeling
looks-
better after
he
the
looks
coffee.
Way worse than hungover. Some might be missing.
Stop.
All right. So, today, we're going to be starting off with a Beetlejuice review.
Beetlejuice.
I think James and I are the ones that saw it. Hayden has not, because...
I just watched the first one Thursday. It was good. I liked it. I liked the first one.
Is it the first time watching? Oh, it was, huh?
Very first time watching it. Michael Keaton, funny as hell.
Yeah.
Like, cracking me up the whole time.
The
The whole 15 minutes he was in it.
The cartoon is also great that they did.
There's a cartoon?
There's a cartoon from back in the day, like the early 90s.
Does he voice it?
No, it's someone else, but it's good. It's really good.
I'm gonna have to check
It's on
that out,
Tubi.
too.
Actually, they just put it on.
Well,
Don't fucking look
I'll get
down
on
on
that.
Tubi.
I'm not. But you guys saw Beetlejuice.
Well, Hans did.
Wait,
Yeah.
you didn't?
No.
You
Oh,
didn't see it?
No, we were supposed to, and then
What the fuck?
told you I wanted your live reaction.
God, you're a bitch.
It wasn't my fault. We were
No
planned
one's
out.
gonna like
It wasn't my
take.
fault.
No one's going to like my take on this. No one is going to like my take on this movie.
No. I think some people will because I've watched spoiler-free reviews. You're not. I don't think you're the only one with a
No,
Hans
dude,
style
it's-
thought on this.
Okay, well, I can tell you right now, that movie fucking sucked. The first, 40 minutes,
Uh-huh.
I don't even know what the fuck was going on. It legit had just, a plot where I understand, they had to get rid of,
Homeboy.
The dad?
Old man.
'cause
Old
he's
boy.
a fucking pedophile.
Wait,
rape.
what?
Yeah, the dad.
The dad from the OG?
Yeah.
He's got a
Fucking the
bunch of
principal
child porn, bro.
from Ferris Bueller?
Yeah, he's a
He's got a bunch
bad,
of child...
bad man.
Yeah, he's in jail.
And then in
What?
2010 because he failed to re-register his shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so he's in
wow.
jail.
He's a bad man.
So the whole thing is he dies to get him off. So they have him disguised as not disguised, but they just have him kind of headless because he gets killed by a shark. So he ate the top half of his body. So he talks
Okay.
out of his his little throat. It's fucking weird. Whatever. So the whole thing is they have to go back to the house, sell the house, do the wake, all that bullshit. So they bring everyone together. Winona Ryder has a daughter, which is Jenna Ortega, and it just feels weird. There's
Cash grab.
there's 5 plot points that all kind of come to a conclusion at the last 10 minutes, and the rest of the movie is just kind of nothing. The practical effects on things are cool, but I felt I was falling asleep.
How was good Sir Danny
Michael-
Elfman's
Oh,
soundtrack as
dude,
as
I-
usual, of course.
as usual, it's
It's a
great.
given.
I don't know what's going on with Tim Burton because he directed it,
Yep.
Yeah.
and it is not
I
not a
think-
Tim Burton movie.
Yeah, I think he just lost his touch.
The practical effects. Michael Keaton and what's her name? O'Hara
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Catherine
killed
O'Hara.
it. Catherine, both of them killed it. When they're on screen, they're great. She's always great in all of her shit, like Schitt's Creek and whatever she's in.
Love Schitt's Creek.
Michael Keaton, that man just goes from like being Beetlejuice to like being his normal self, talking. He does it. He does it really well in the 15 minutes that he's in the whole entire movie. That movie really needed him longer. I know that he wanted to keep it at his 15-minute mark,
And
like
that's
the previous.
what I heard it was his choice.
Yeah, which is cool, but yeah, I do not
The
go out and
movie
see
is
this.
Beetlejuice. You expect maybe a little more
No.
of the Juice
Nope.
Man.
The Juice Man is not loose, and it is not great. So hate me for it, but I mean, I know my lady had a good time, and
That's
I didn't
good.
knock her for it, and we went, and I was hoping
Oh,
it'd be
she
great.
liked it?
Yeah, she liked it. She liked it because of Catherine and Michael Keaton, but I was dozing off because I was so bored.
And they didn't bring back the ghosts from the original.
Dude, they
Correct.
just Alec Baldwin
Wrote 'em off?
So Jenna Ortega doesn't believe in Winona Ryder about being what are they? What the fuck is the word for a person who sees ghosts?
Oh.
A medium. So she has a whole show. Forgot to mention that. She has a show based on that. Her boyfriend's exploiting her, blah, 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 whatever. So she doesn't believe her, and she's like, well, what about Alec Baldwin and his wife? She's like, oh, yeah, they moved on. You couldn't get him back for fucking
Yep.
just a little bit?
Cameo,
Just something. There was nothing.
Best parts of that first movie outside of Mr.
I really liked that couple. That was the main
That was
thing
the best.
about it.
Yeah, that was the best
was
part of the
their
movie.
relationship and how they're trying
Them-
to scare those people out.
Yeah.
And that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Because I liked the first movie. I know I should have seen it a long time ago, but
Also,
I really liked it.
dialogue, weird. It's fucking weird. It's awkward. It's not. It doesn't flow. It just feels off.
Huh.
And I was like, it just felt weird. The entire thing felt weird. And I just walked out of there. I'm like, I forgot about the entire thing until like right now.
I think I got to watch it to kind of make my own
I will be
opinion.
seeing
Wait.
it this week.
Oh, you're gonna see it this
We'll
week?
still see it this week. And then you'll see it at some point, so then I'll give my follow-up review next weekend.
Okay. I'll catch it on a half off Tuesday.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Don't go full price.
Damn it,
I
Tim.
love going on half off Tuesdays.
Half Top Tuesdays.
Half top Tuesdays.
Talk 2 days.
Speaking of the Juice Man.
But yeah.
Okay, numerical score.
Dude, that is a solid fucking like 4 or 3. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised it's not lower.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're
Well, I
even
mean,
giving it
Danny
a 4.
Elfman music is always going to elevate shit.
and the
As soon as I
practical
saw
effects.
Danny's name pop, I was like, okay, I gotta like, it's gonna be good. Like,
Always elevates.
I mean, the practical effects for like all the dead people was cool. Oh yeah, forgot to mention. There's they try to make a little bit off the Soul Train, like the
Oh,
train
yeah.
that takes their
Yeah,
souls. Was that in the original? No, right? They go on the Soul Train and everyone starts
There
dancing
was
to
no
like
Soul
disco music.
There's
Yeah.
no Soul Train in the first one.
So they had a bunch of like 70s disco music playing for the Soul Train and people dancing. There's like a dancing number.
It was just bad, or it just...
There's a dancing number at that and that at the very end, and it was just not.
Well, they
General-
had
is
dancing
general-
numbers.
Yeah, but it didn't feel like the original.
Right, it felt more like...
forced, awkward.
Was Jenna there for the dancing number?
The last one. No, she was there for both of them because she was getting pushed into the
She
Soul
does
Train.
love to do her little dance stuff.
Yeah, the ending one was really weird.
I love Jenna
And then-
Ortega.
William Defoe's in it.
Yes.
How is he? I was about to ask.
Not great,
That's a
dude.
bummer. I love Defoe.
Like he's acting off what he was told to do,
Right.
and like directed, but like I
So he
did
was
not,
not-
I did not fuck with it
He
per
was
se.
not DeFriend in this one. He was Defoe.
He was Defoe.
Bummer.
Yeah, it
Fuck
kinda
that movie
sucks.
then. I can't wait to see him in Nosferatu being a crazy little vampire hunter.
Yeah, I can't wait to review that. We have to see
Yes,
that
we have to
together.
see it together. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the
We
movie.
gotta
to see.
That
hold
one and
hands
Terrifier 3.
watching that.
Terrifier 3 we are definitely going to see.
That's a group thing.
I heard they're gonna do a double feature with 2.
Oh, nice. Have you seen 2? Yeah, you saw 2.
I've
Yeah.
seen bits and pieces.
You haven't seen the full thing?
It's a hard watch, man.
It's not even that bad. It's pretty funny. What?
Terrifier 2?
Yeah.
I don't like the fucking salt in the wound shit, bro.
It's not even that bad.
I like my horror movies where I get a quick kill. Not quick kill,
A little
but
bit
like,
of titty. You get a little bit of titty here and there.
I like the Friday the 13th. I like some of the Friday the 13th movies. What the fuck they know about titties?
A lot.
They know a lot.
Apparently.
Every movie has at least 2 pairs.
Yeah.
Um,
Except for No, they all do.
Yeah.
Majority of them do, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry. Going back. Yeah, I'd probably say 3 or 4.
Change.
No, it's 3 to 4. It's between there because there's aspects that I like and then there's aspects that suck.
Okay.
So now next on the review is Hayden seeing Blink twice.
Yeah, I did see Blink twice. Channing Tatum killed it, dude. He can play a good fucking villain.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people underestimated that shit, but he played a good little antagonist. Really fucked up. They even had like a trigger warning at the beginning of the movie about like SA and stuff.
Yeah.
And like they went there. Zoe Kravitz actually kind of like showed some shit, and I was like, oh, this is kind of fucked up. But basically, I'm not laughing about that. I'm laughing because like it was basically like
Jesus.
I don't want to spoil the movie, but it's basically like Epstein Island type shit.
Ah.
That's kind
So
of
is
like
it-
the basis for it. So basically,
children?
Channing Tatum is a big tech billionaire, and the main character, great performance by the way by her, and
James,
the girl
stop.
from
He's deep throating the beer bottle right now. You trying to show us your talent?
I'm just watching Hayden review.
just can't help yourself.
That. Continue.
Yeah, the main character, she fucking killed it. So there's this secondary character. She's from this movie called Hitman, with that new up and coming guy who looks like a capybara. It's on Netflix. I don't know if you guys have seen that. That one's pretty good too. She was great. Channing
He looks
Tatum
like
be
an
the
animal?
Huh?
He looks like the animal?
Yeah, he looks like the animal capybara. Forgetting his name right now though.
You have a phone.
Yeah, I do.
Just want to be lazy about it?
Anywho, yeah, movie was pretty fucking good. Suspenseful all the way through. They basically, like, Channing Tatum just basically picks up the girl and is like, hey, you want to come to my island? And the chick's like, oh yeah, of course. And like, it's funny because they have a self-realization moment between the two girls, because the main girl's best friend goes missing because she comes along with them. And they can't remember anything. Like, that's the whole thing, is that they start like forgetting what happens at night, essentially. And that's when all the bad stuff takes place. They're basically getting like drugged to where they forget every night.
It's real Epstein.
It is, dude. And then
Yeah.
the crazy part is that it's just like a bunch of different famous people that will come to the island so they forget, or like powerful like billionaire type people,
Yeah, Epstein.
to make them forget and stuff.
Nice.
And dude, it was a trip. The movie was a fucking trip.
So what's the whole story? They just go on the island? And
They go to the island. They're like, you know,
They're trying to get
they're
off.
like, there's something off. They keep saying there's something off, and then they finally realize it's the perfume that they're all getting made to wear. And they're sending these goodie bags home with like the with the billionaires and stuff, and like the powerful people. And it's basically perfume to make women forget, or whoever forget about their assaults, basically.
I'm interested in seeing it because I want to see just because if it's not based, but if it's taking influence from the whole Epstein thing, I kind of want to see it because of that.
Yeah, interesting.
But it's not, my issue is I don't want to go and, if I don't see him, I should go and see movies, like how we're supposed to, obviously, and fucking review them.
Support the fucking theater, man.
It's hard.
Support the arts, bro.
It's hard
I know it's hard to
support-
make time for it. But
I didn't want to give
fucking
Tim
make
Burton my
time
money
for it.
yesterday.
I
I
know
wanted
you
to
got
give
it.
Danny Elfman my money, but not Tim.
I've
Fuck that.
seen Danny Elfman live, and that man fucks.
Well, yeah,
You do.
it's Danny.
You do fuck.
So what would you say rating-wise for that movie?
Oh, I'd give it a solid 8.5.
Wow. Damn, son.
Zoe Kravitz knocked it out of the fucking park.
Yeah.
She directed it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she directed it.
That's cool.
She had this idea rolling for like 8 years or some shit.
I wonder if
when,
something happened to her when she was younger that involved Epstein.
I don't know.
You never know, dude. Shit like that happens.
Especially in the...
That's the fucked up
Holly
part
weird, right?
Yeah, definitely Holly weird. 8.5.
Yeah, no, like it's not light like in the movie at all. It's pretty heavy.
I would assume so.
I would, yeah. cool.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of fucked up. I mean, it really kind of just goes to show, like, that shit does happen. For
Well, I mean,
sure.
it's like
not like
going
the
in-
whole, like, you know, perfume to make you forget, but, like, yeah, that shit
Well, I mean,
does
it's like
happen.
seeing Sound of Freedom. That movie goes and dives into
Yeah,
child
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
it does.
And people don't want to watch that because they don't want to see that. So, but cool. Well,
The
8.5.
movie was cool. I definitely recommend watching it while it's still in theaters.
I do want to see it. Sounds cool. Sounds
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, it's nice. To
It's
get
a good thriller,
some
for
stuff
sure.
like that on a big level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love my girl Zoe Kravitz.
He
He loves all the girls.
Her
Yeah.
dad had a little cameo too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, well,
Boy
she's
showed up.
scrolling through TikTok in the beginning, and it's that video where he's wearing fucking leather pants and doing that whole workout.
Yep.
She like scrolls past it real quick, and I was
Lenny?
like, "That's fucking hilarious."
Yep.
Oh God. Okay. Well, now I'm gonna go into Watchers.
Wait, I want to talk about milk and cereal.
Oh, you
Then
want to talk about
can go
milk and cereal?
Into,
Shit.
into Watchers, you son of a bitch.
Well,
So,
tell us. It's a YouTube
It is
film.
an independent YouTube creator. The channel name is That's a Bad Idea, and the guy's name is Curry Baker.
Okay.
And he does a lot of like shorts, and he's got some short horror films that he's done. Again,
Mhm.
independently uploaded to YouTube. Very, very good quality.
was gonna say.
I watched 3 of them that night. I watched The Chair,
Jesus Christ!
which is like 20
I
minutes.
see that everywhere.
Really
now.
cool.
It looked
Really
cool.
trippy. Really good. He's not in that one. The other one, again, it's about 20 minutes. I can't remember what that one was called. Someone's like leaving notes on his car, and it spirals in some crazy shit. Really good. But Milk and Cereal was like a full-length found footage film. About hour 10. I mean, full length.
Yeah.
It was longer
It's hour
than
and
his
10.
other stuff. Awesome movie. Found footage can get very overdone.
Dude, the quality on that.
The quality
was
is
amazing.
awesome. The flips and twists and turns it takes throughout are awesome. Very refreshing. It doesn't just have one big flip at the end. It kind of keeps going and going and going.
Well, what's the overall story?
So I can't go into it too deeply without giving shit away.
Please, because I
But
still want to watch
It's
it.
really good. Basically, they are in the movie. He and his roommate, who's like his best friend, have a YouTube channel. So
Yeah.
it's kind of meta, but it's characters they're playing.
Mhm.
It's like a prank channel.
Yeah.
And it's Curry Baker's character's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So they throw him a surprise party. And they prank him. I have to be so
Prank him,
vague.
John.
I have to be so vague with it after that because it gets...
I was gonna say there is something that
Nothing
leads
goes
into-
wrong with the prank. I'll say that.
It's the surrounding factors.
But it's things that start happening afterwards. And then there's a flip, and then there's another flip. I can't give you more detail on that. I know that's lame.
So the twists and turns are really what.
The twists and turns lead into the story, and if I give you any answer to the story, it ruins the twists
All right,
and
well,
turns.
fucking don't.
It is awesome. Really well shot. Really gritty for what it is, and it kind of leads to the whole conversation of like, with content creators having so much to get out, so much they want to do, and also money limitations and budgetary limitations.
It was $800, wasn't it?
That's what
Something
I
like
heard.
that. And then you kind of see some of the stuff we're getting in theaters now that's just like studio pumped ass. Not everything, but there's a lot.
Studio pumped ass.
It's kind of like where are we putting, we're prioritizing,
Wow.
I think, a lot of the wrong stuff. I mean, Talk to Me was another, those guys were YouTubers that came up with that story.
Got the hand right there, the Rocka Rocka guys.
They do. And that movie, and I don't like A24, and I'm not a huge elevated horror fan, but that movie was fucking awesome. Really cool shit in that one. And it was because, and it did feel different. It's because it's coming from somewhere else. It's not like this Hollywood-sourced bullshit. So I think give those people money. And, the problem with that is when studios give those people
Well-
money, they want interference.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the bummer.
Do you give him money?
Or you just let them keep doing shit like this. But there has to be some payout for it too. Outside
yeah,
of
exactly.
just, that's the thing you can upload to YouTube for free. Throw some ads in. Maybe get a couple million views. I don't even think Milk and Cereal is at.
No. It
It's
was
blowing
pretty
up
low.
on TikTok though.
It is at right now 638,000.
When did it
plus,
drop?
4 weeks ago.
Oh, it dropped 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's
I didn't
recent.
realize it was-
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty recent. So it's climbing pretty quick.
Damn.
And the reason it's called Milk and Cereals, Curry Baker's character's like YouTube nickname is Milk.
Yeah.
But it's a wild ride. It's really fun. It's really tense, and it's gritty when it needs to be, and it does keep you. It's not a predictable film, and that's something that I really miss, is going and watching stuff that's not predictable.
Yeah.
If there was any complaints I had about it, I'd say the ending maybe leaves a little bit to be desired. And
It's
it
probably
ends-
budget restriction though.
Yeah, I think so. It also ends a little bit abruptly. I think it's just you expect maybe a little bit more from the ending than, at least I did, than what we got. But the movie itself is solid. And the
James-
ending doesn't blow it by any means. It's just, I expected maybe a little bit more of a payoff. But shit slaps. Watch it. Leave the boy a like, because YouTube. Share the link to his movie video.
What's his name again?
The channel is, pull it up right here. That's a Bad Idea. The other movie from him that I couldn't remember the name of, with the notes on the car, is called Warnings. Also really good. All three that I watched from him were awesome.
The other one was The Chair.
The Chair,
Gotcha.
Warnings, and then Milk and Cereal, which is an hour and 2 minutes long.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot
It's
of people.
an hour and 2 minutes. Holy shit!
I'm sure a lot of people.
I'm
got,
so excited to watch this.
The other ones are about 20 minutes each. So
Great.
this is his first full.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure a lot of people doom scroll, so
Yep.
fucking take an hour of doom scrolling and put it into give it a view.
Yep, give it a review. I would give it.
The attention spans are becoming shorter,
And that's a problem with like streaming and a lot of
It's
stuff.
happening to me. I noticed it with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, this episode's
Happening
an hour.
quick.
I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I used to fucking
Right.
binge watch shit
Yep.
all the
Yep.
time. Like,
Yeah, it's one of the bummers with like TikTok and Spotify, and these are all things that are
Yeah.
great and fine and good, but they are having an impact on the old attention spans at very least. And that's us being hopeful. That's all it's impacting. But
My brain is melting.
it is.
It's not working. no more.
into goop.
I got mush for brain.
Anyways, I give it 7.5, somewhere around
Oh.
there. It's good.
So it's worth a watch.
Oh fuck yeah!
Watch it.
It's worth a watch, and definitely share it out, because I think this is where
Why
a
would
lot
you
of the
lean
good
more-
shit's coming from, is from these independent creators.
Why would you lean more towards a 7?
7.5. Just maybe because of the
7.5.
ending. I mean, it's not a perfect film by any means. I
Okay.
understand budgetary restrictions and independently made, but there's still a couple things that
But for being on an $800 budget, would
it's
you
insane.
say?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
insane for an
Great.
$800 budget. It's
I'm
incredible.
I'm stoked to watch it.
Random. What would you consider a great film, like horror wise?
Ooh, horror wise,
Like for you. I've been hating after.
And then
like
Hans
a
after.
legitimate, like good, not like a guilty pleasure. I like it, but it sucks. But like an actual good film.
Oh fuck.
I don't know. I might have to go to Hayden for that, because I have to go through the old fucking database and.
Yeah, that's really hard to say.
Like,
Well,
legitimately
if you want to talk like
good.
perfect and it's like Silence of the Lambs type shit, but like my personal favorite, and I don't give a fuck if like anybody else thinks it's imperfect, it's the original, obviously the original Evil Dead, but that Evil Dead remake does something to me, man. That
Yeah.
thing is
It's paced
10 out
out
of
pretty
10.
good. It's got
Yep.
paced out great, like a lot of practical. The only time they use CGI is for when they really need it, but it doesn't look bad when it comes
Right.
on.
Right.
And like the performances are fucking great, especially from the main character Mia. She was awesome. And then I'd say the only downer of that movie was maybe who we thought was supposed to be the Ash character. The brother.
Yeah.
His
the
was a
brother.
little
Lackluster.
lackluster, but he came through towards the end when he was trying to
so.
resurrect.
You say Evil Dead.
I say the
Remake.
Evil Dead
2013?
remake or 2013 Evil Dead.
I would say off the top of my head, because it's one of my favorites, and I do think is a horror film, it hits all the boxes, even if it makes people feel dirty and terrible afterwards. The Devil's Rejects. I think that is people can have a lot of issues with Rob Zombie's films. I get that, especially afterwards. It seems like we started to get a little bit bumpier. But in terms of like soundtrack, the way the film shot, the script,
Yeah.
that movie is, everyone's acting is good in that. Some of those actors later on not so good in other things that even he did.
Yeah.
But especially for the time, the ending, like everything about that movie is, yeah, it's nasty, it's gritty, it's fucking bloody, it's what a horror movie's supposed to. It makes you feel bad.
Yeah.
So I know I'm going to listen back to this and be like, fuck, I should have said this, that, or the other.
I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just,
but off the top of my head on the spot, I would say The Devil's Rejects. I like that kind of like dry grass, like sun-scorched, deserty kind of
Well, you know
horror.
what? It's like a Western horror.
Yeah, I like that shit. When you throw the Allman Brothers and Neil Young and all that kind of shit in there, it's fucking, with horror, there's something really cool about that sort of setting and soundtrack, and I love that shit.
I'm sorry. Another good one, Bone Tomahawk.
Oh, yeah.
That was good as
Which
fuck.
I just watched recently a couple months ago
you
for the
did?
first time.
Isn't that a
yeah, dude.
a sweet treat?
My good God. That one is when the scene happens, I was like,
Yeah.
'cause
Nasty
I didn't know
work.
anything about it. I just kept seeing it. I've heard people talk about it. And I was like, oh,
That
my
guy's
goodness.
movies always take like a nasty, like they're always like, well, I mean that one's a Western horror, but like the ones after that are like, I don't know, they feel like a horror movie. They always end up feeling that
What
way.
else has he done?
Brawl in Cell Block
Okay.
99.
Oh, yeah.
And then Dragged Across Concrete.
I don't know,
Those are
I
really
don't
good
think I've
movies.
seen that
Those
one.
are excellent. Those three,
It feels
yeah.
like Quentin Tarantino because he has a lot of long dialogue.
Well, even Bone Tomahawk kind of has a little bit of that
Yeah.
Tarantino-y sort of.
That's
Yeah.
that's a huge inspiration for him.
What would you say
Yeah, yours.
is a horror movie that you would consider like
Well, I've got-
top quality?
I've got 3, but it's
Bust them out.
when I watch a movie, I have to feel it.
Right,
I have to
same.
feel if I'm watching
Yeah.
a horror movie, I need to feel like dread.
Right.
Like they're fucked.
It's a horror movie.
To grip you.
So, 30 Days a Night,
Ooh,
Ah.
yeah, so good.
28 Days Later,
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck.
and It Follows.
Yeah.
Because it
Those are-
feels
yep.
you feel
I hate what I picked now.
you feel like there's no hope.
Mm-hmm.
Like 28 Days Later, they're fucked throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
And they're trying to find salvation. That soundtrack, still flawless. I hear it every day when I'm just walking around. Just
Oh,
because
yeah.
of the eerie guitar, the just everything. 30 Days of Night is just a fucked up movie because it's hard. It's a hard watch because they're stuck in fucking, where are they at? Alaska?
Alaska.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know.
What a great fucking concept, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's fucking genius.
Like,
Everyone's
I
great
wish-
in it.
I'm glad we got one, but I would have loved a couple more.
We got a second
I
one.
got a second one.
We got a second one that was,
But it was
fucking
Yeah.
ass
Yeah.
cheeks.
Yeah.
Nah, dude. Nah. It was a great
That was
movie.
straight
They
to
did a comic
DVD.
series afterwards too, I think.
They
Yeah,
did
it
they did a
continued
couple books.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then It Follows
Yeah, that movie's just
is
feels...
just a dread-filled fucking
Well,
And-
a big fear for me is if you can't escape something that's just constantly following you, you don't know when it's gonna pop up, whatever.
Uh-huh.
It's like if somebody has like a fucking dark spirit or something attached
Yeah.
to them. If anyone believes in that, you can't escape it. Like it's
Yep.
gonna be this force of dread that's just around you and makes you feel like shit.
also known as an STD.
Yeah, and that
Well,
was
that's the
other
whole
thing.
metaphor of
No,
the
I know,
movie,
that's
which
the-
is
that
pretty
was the
fucking cool.
Yeah, don't get no STDs.
How do you feel
man.
about them making a sequel, though?
I'm not pumped, but I hope it's good.
She's returning.
Yep,
Your
Why,
girl's
though?
returning.
they
Why?
follow.
They should just. I
Left it off there.
Yeah, I don't like sequels for movies. It's like Smile. Smile 2, why?
Oh, I watched. Yeah,
That first one was so good.
I
You
am
don't
on
like
the
it, right?
Outlier group. I did not like Smile.
Yeah.
What?
I did not like. I loved Barbarian. Those are like the two that came out at the time that people were flipped on.
Why
I loved
don't you like
Barbarian.
Smile?
It felt really generic to me. Everyone was like, "Oh, it was so different." It felt very like, almost like we stepped back to like 2010, 2012 kind of horror, where they were just pumping stuff out.
I do think that one's either you like it or you don't.
Yeah, everyone really liked that one. It didn't do it for me. I thought Barbarian was great and worth the hype, which I know a lot of people disagree with me on.
Really? Who fucking disagrees with you?
Hans doesn't think it was a great movie.
Hans doesn't think Barb.
No, he wasn't a huge fan.
And of course, he goes to take a little
Little
trip to the
peeks.
bathroom
Yep.
when we.
But the
Talk
Smile
about
2
that.
trailer felt even more like, to me it felt even more kind of generic and
I agree, but I think it's different. I think with Smile 2, they should have focused on the detective or the ex-boyfriend or
That's
whatever.
what I saw a lot of people saying. Like,
Because
they
my
were
little
like, what are
horror
you doing?
king, I
Yep.
just want a whole movie on him, and I got a movie on him. It's Strange Darling.
Yep.
So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I do think that, like, when we had, kind of going back to like It Follows, when you had that couple of years where it was like The Babadook, It Follows, Mommy, there were all these movies that were coming out that were just like really. I remember we were
Something
all
that we
like,
hadn't seen before.
a lot of movies that we hadn't seen. I remember we were all at Casey's house, like, damn, this is like a new renaissance of like horror. Like that was like 2014 or so. 2013, 2014, 2015,
Yeah.
around there, when you were just getting like The Babadook. I was just telling Hayden, when you got
Gotcha.
The Babadook and It Follows and all of those movies, there's like a 3-year period of just like bizarre. None of them were boring and super highbrow. Cough, cough, A24. Like, it wasn't like this elevated bullshit. Like they were,
Yeah.
they were intelligent and they were new and they were fresh,
Yeah.
but they were entertaining and they weren't dry. That was such a cool era, and then I feel like we kind of just dipped back into.
Well, that's my issue with A24 is they always do like, they do their beginning, and it kind of leads up, and then the ending is just like the most over the
What
top
is the
bullshit.
shit that you just fucking put at the ending, right?
Yeah, like
Right.
men.
Like
is
they
a
always do
hard-
some weird fucking thing at the end, and it's like I feel like it's coming from
and it's
A24
force fed.
itself.
And
It
it's
is-
force fed. A lot of their shit is force fed. Like,
Yep.
have you seen Men?
No,
I want
have
you to
not.
watch.
Did we
Men.
talk about Men?
I don't know.
I have.
I think we did. I feel like we did, so I
Probably
don't
did.
want to
I think
dive
the
into
first
that
episode
again.
We may have, but
Dog
yeah.
shit. Thanks, Garth.
Yeah, that was
fucking Evans.
fucked. That was so. I can't
I'm
believe
not
Alex
excited
Garland
for-
did that.
20 months or years later.
Oh yeah, they're doing.
I don't
I don't
like
give
his
a
writing.
fuck. I'm excited. I love my boy Aaron Taylor Johnson. I love my boy Killian Murphy, and I think it's gonna fuck.
I'm just more worried about Garth Evans because the last couple movies I have not given a shit.
Garth Evans?
Is it Garth Evans? What's his name? The writer for. Because it's Danny Boyle for the original, and then who wrote?
Danny Boyle's still directing.
I know, but who's the writer for 28?
I don't know if that's a name. I think you're mixing up the guy who made The Raid.
Sorry, I am. Garth Evans, I love you. The other dude.
I'm trying to think.
He did Civil War.
You have your phone, don't you?
Comes full circle.
While he looks for that, I do want to say I also feel like American Horror Story has the same problem as a lot of A24 movies, where they, even when they have a good season, they fuck the ending up every
Sorry.
goddamn season.
I think American Horror Story's always been ass.
Yeah, I
think
it's
people-
never been my favorite thing. It was very overhyped. But even when there's, like I said, even when there's good seasons, the ending they always fucking blow it. Like they always seem to overextend themselves 2 episodes too long.
Yeah.
Alex and Garland.
There
Alex
you
Garland,
go.
There you go.
Every time I see
Garth
his name on
Evans
something-
is...
Yeah, the Raid.
God, I just want to give that man a kiss on the forehead.
Yeah, if you want a good action movie.
Watch the fucking Raid 1 and 2.
Anything he does.
And you know what? Go and watch that one that's on Netflix that he made. That one's pretty cool. It's a horror movie, kind of. It's got our boy from Cuckoo in it. You guys have not heard this fucking movie? Oh my god!
What are you talking about?
I mean, it's not like, the best, but it was still cool. It's got a.
He's so excited.
I'm so excited to tell you guys this right
Autism
now.
is
Gareth
spiking.
Evans, sorry, Apostle.
Oh, Apostle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, have you guys seen it?
That's a good
Nope.
movie.
It was cool.
You haven't seen that?
Oh, you should watch it. It's
Yeah.
got the boy in it, bro. It's got Dan Stevens.
It's
It's good.
streaming
It
on
takes-
something right
it's
now.
on
isn't it?
Netflix.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Netflix movie. It's
Came
long.
out like a while ago, but
It's very
I
long.
don't think so.
and you know what's so funny? He put his little like action scenes in it too.
Oh,
Like when
yeah.
there is fighting, it's like
It's good.
it reminds me of The Raid. Like just the way it's shot and
Nice.
like the way they fight and shit. It's literally like they're doing fucking martial arts. I was surprised. And it takes place in like the fucking 1700s or some shit.
Well, no.
Yeah, if you want a cool little movie to put on Netflix and you can't find anything, check out The Apostle. I dug it. I thought it was cool.
So, sorry to cut you off from rambling, Mr. Ramelon.
You're one to fucking talk.
I gotta
So-
go pee while they fight.
Go piss, girl.
I just watched The Watchers.
And didn't you just love it?
I thought that the whole
Damn.
fucking Jesus. Sorry about that, everyone. All of us had to take a little Little party break.
Yeah, and somebody's house decided to fucking burn down right now, so fire trucks just blasting ass.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm leading into the Watchers. I don't know. Kind of cool. The first, 40.
Such a good
The concept's cool.
Yeah.
But
had me intrigued the whole time up until the end.
I don't know. It's kind of, it's all based on, fairies and how they take the form of someone. I don't fucking know. It's just kind of weird.
It's like Skinwalker fairies.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skinwalker fairies. That's what I would put it as.
Yeah, it's basically what it was.
Yep.
And
Saw a couple Jameses in there in the
yeah,
movie.
a bunch of tall, lengthy fuckers.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they look cool. The whole thing is cool. It's like every movie nowadays. It's like the first 40 minutes is great. They just don't know how to execute the ending. I fell
To be
off
honest, that's
hard.
to be a creator like that, it's got to be hard to you have such a good concept and you're just like, oh fuck, I don't know how to end it. You know what I mean? I feel like that's been a lot lately.
I think with a lot of movies, especially horror, it's when we start getting to the second half / ending where we have to start putting more action into it, that it starts to lose the bite because the things that were scaring you are now kind of being replaced with more action-esque scenes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of movies that I love dearly, especially horror, they kind of have that issue where they kind of lose the bite towards the end because, okay, things are picking up and we have to make it a little bit more exciting and action-y, but you kind of do lose something with that a lot of the time. So yeah, it's a hard thing to avoid because you don't necessarily want to keep the vibe the whole way through.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is Shyamalan's daughter. It's her first movie.
her first directorial debut. Yeah. I'd say pretty solid start for what it was. I mean, she had a stacked cast.
She did.
Because she had Dakota Fanning, the girl from Barbarian. And the girl from Barbarian was great.
The older lady was from
I'm the stickler.
Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
I'm the stickler in this, and yeah,
You didn't like it at all?
I like the fairy things, the Watchers. They were cool, but everything else, I don't know, dude. I'm just that guy. I'm that Debbie Downer.
Man, he just fucking hates everything.
Nothing grabs me like older movies. It doesn't suck me in. It was cool in the first 30, 40. After that, I was just like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
Dakota Fanning cannot, I don't know. I just don't think she can act. I did not fuck with her acting.
Really?
Took me out. She's just this moody,
She wasn't even moody. She was just, monotoned all the way through.
Dude, if I'm seeing shit like that and I'm stuck in a box where these things are watching me, come on. Fuck that. I'd have a little bit more emphasis on my...
I also just don't think anyone's done the whole dark elven fairy thing well yet. Even Irish films and stuff where that's the centerpiece of their mythology still to this day. I don't think anyone's done a good job of that yet.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry.
Hayden's
My tummy be grumbly.
Well, I don't think that's picking up on the...
tequila
You're
and
good, dude.
tacos.
Tequila.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Tacos. We should get Mexican food after this.
Did you get tacos last night?
No.
What'd you
I
eat?
don't eat after...
I got fajitas last
I
night.
don't eat after 9 anymore.
We totally
You
just
drink,
took
though.
a fat fucking
What?
right turn on that.
Yeah, we did. So anyways, I don't think anyone's done. We did take a
I had fajitas last night.
Sorry,
They're
that
pretty
was
good.
the water.
It didn't pick it up.
Oh, it didn't?
I was watching the thing.
Perfect. I just talked about...
Um,
I'm not editing any of this out.
No, leave it.
I
Leave
don't
it
give a
all.
shit.
Okay.
I'd rather people think they're in the fucking room than it being super cut.
And you know what? I'll interject and just be like, I really appreciate everybody who's been listening and giving feedback. It's been
It's
great
like
to
the
hear you guys.
end of the recording talk you're doing.
You're right. You're right. I'll wait. I'm sorry. I got a little ahead of myself.
But yeah, I'm also a stickler for elven fairy mythology. So there's also things about the Shyamalan movie which I haven't seen, but I know that irk me.
What do you know? Tell us.
No, I don't want to spoil anything.
It didn't feel
No
like
one
a
should
it's
have.
just-
If the people who've watched this movie, they'd have watched
It's
it.
just stuff compared to actual elven fairy, Celtic, British, Irish mythology that everyone gets. No one's done it. I watched a Irish horror movie a couple weeks ago. I think it was on Tubi, and it was it wasn't a Tubi movie. It was put on Tubi.
You sponsored by Tubi, sir?
No, but
You've
I
been
would love
shouting Tubi out.
Tubi sponsor us. Get
Come
that
on
free
now,
Tubi,
Tubi.
dude.
It's already
Wow.
free.
I know. They gotta have TV Premium at some point. They will, and then we'll get it for free.
Yeah.
I would just like to see. I don't know. There's a lot of cool stuff that no one touches on that mythology, because there is a very dark side to it, and then we do a lot of horror movies based off it. But everyone gets too shapeshiftery, demonic-y, almost like Descent-esque with some of them, and that's not
I'll say the motherfuckers in that movie look dope.
correct.
Yeah,
They look
dude. Honestly,
clean.
when they would when they turn like to like a human character that they all knew or whatever, there's always something off about them.
Yeah.
It
like
didn't
the
look
glamour
right.
aspect, which is cool.
Yeah.
It will no, because they'd shapeshift, but
Like,
they
that's what
wouldn't
glamour is.
look
Yeah.
correct. They couldn't get it perfect.
That's what glamour is. It's sort of a disguise.
Oh,
but
sorry,
it's-
okay.
Yeah, but it's always it's
That
not meant
that
to
was
be.
cool. I'd say the whole concept. I'd say the first 40, 50 minutes of it, cool.
Yeah,
Really
and that
cool.
is
It's
on point
free.
thing.
It's free right now. If you have,
What's it on?
I think it's on HBO
Okay.
or it's
Oh.
on Hulu. It's one of those two, but you can watch it for free.
Look it up,
can
guys. You
watch it.
guys
It's
got
watchers.
phones.
We've watched some shitty movies in the past, and we're like,
Oh, yes.
this is not a shitty movie, and by any means, it's
No.
just something that if you
It's
can
a
watch
good
it,
first start too.
yeah,
Yeah.
you just watch it for free. Yeah, fuck
You know
it.
what I did watch was Rebel Ridge yesterday with my
Wait, hold on.
father.
Before we get into Rebel Ridge with Papa Han, shouts out again, Papa Han's every episode, dude.
Yes,
love
sir.
you.
Big inspiration.
Yeah, the man. What would you give watchers?
What would you give a movie to just kind of like watch because you're bored?
6.5.
That's
Maybe,
too high.
maybe 7, but
Probably-
6.5
I'd give it
sounds
a
about right.
6.
Boom.
Probably a 6.
6.
Boom!
What about you?
I'd give it a. I don't want to keep giving fucking movies 7s and shit, so I'll stick with my 6.5. I feel like 6.5 is high, to be honest. I feel like 6 and 7s are high. Like, that means, like, oh, it's good, go watch it. Like, it
Hayden
was
got
good,
that.
and go watch it.
Hayden got that Dave Portnoy grading a pizza scale.
Oh,
7's really
God,
good.
I don't
A
want
7's really good.
Don't even bring that guy up.
Um,
That's all I'm gonna say. But so you'd still suggest people to watch it?
it's free. Watch it.
Yeah, there you
Don't.
go.
I wouldn't pay money for that shit.
But yeah, I watched Rebel Ridge with my father yesterday. Honestly, good little movie to watch with your dad. Like, I was a little disappointed because I thought it was just going to be Rambo, just modern day Rambo. And the lead actor, fucking great. I'm forgetting his name right now. But like, god damn, so good in every scene. He's a fucking show stealer. Like, his acting is just great. Very, like, intense all the time throughout the movie. And the way they presented him in the movie, he's like, basically they said, oh, he's never been in the field. He's never, like, seen action. But what he did in the Marine Corps, I guess, was like, he taught people how to, like, fight. Like, basically taught, like, the Navy SEALs how to fight. Like, how to, like, hand-to-hand combat type shit. And also, gun stuff. My only disappointment with it, though, was, like, you had the whole thing where it's like, there's small-town crime, corruption in the police force. I thought he was going to start killing cops. I was kind of excited. I was like, oh, this is going to go through. Like, he's going to start killing people. But they just pulled back on it. And I was like, he didn't kill, like, anybody.
It just
Beat
sounds
the
like
fuck
Walking
out of
Tall.
people, for sure. But even then, he didn't even beat the fuck out of that many people. I was just like, and then, like, the big, like, action thing at the end, he's just, like, knocking people out.
So it's just Walking Tall. But
Walking
2024.
Tall, at least he fucking killed people, but Walking
Yeah.
Tall's a little bit different.
It's still kind of the same concept. Besides him becoming like a sheriff. Whatever.
Yeah, but definitely worth watching if you're
It's free
free
on
with your dad.
It's free on Netflix, right?
It's free on Netflix.
There you go.
Netflix ain't free, but everything else on there is. And I was just a little disappointed since it was coming from the guy who made Green Room. Like, that really...
Yeah, it's a
His
little
Green
weird.
Room gripped the fuck out of me. And don't get me wrong.
Green Room's
The
great.
first, like... Because this movie is 2 hours, by the way. First 60 minutes of Rebel Ridge, I was like, oh, man, this is fucking good. And then the ending, I was like, wow, he just didn't follow... And then it kind of ends abruptly. Like, you know what's going to happen at the end, but I was hoping to see a little bit more. You know what I mean? But I'd say just give it a watch purely for the main character. He was cool as fuck. I want to see him in more shit.
To be honest with you, I probably won't watch it.
I,
It might be a Monday thing where I wake up and I'm like half asleep.
I'll
watching
put it on the fucking
in the background.
Do that, yeah. You can do
But-
that. But I will give credit where credit is due. That guy is a phenomenal actor. I can't wait to see him more. But yeah.
Now I gotta convince James to watch The Strain.
Okay, so what is The Strain?
Okay.
Guillermo del Toro, baby.
Yeah, it's Guillermo del Toro for only 3 episodes. It's based on a book that him and another dude wrote.
He's producing the whole time.
He's producing, but I doubt he has any hands in it. He's probably just giving a little bit of money. Because he just falls off after the 3rd episode. You can kind of tell and feel it when you watch it. Because it doesn't have that practicality that he
That's
always adds.
disappointing.
But, dude. So basically all it is there's a plane that gets kind of taken over at some point by, not even by anyone. Everyone just kind of like passes out by like ammonia. It smells like ammonia. And then the plane just lands and it's perfectly cold. There's no life on it, just bodies. So the main character is part of the CDC and he does all the virus and contamination control.
Right.
And basically he gets called. He's got a bunch of personal shit that's going on and he's balancing work and that, whatever. So he goes to it and they find a whole plane full of people that are presumed dead.
And this is an episodic thing.
Yeah, it's 4
Okay.
seasons. I think it's like 12 episodes each season.
Okay.
It's got
So
a
it's
lot.
not new.
No, it's from 2014.
Oh, okay.
It's got a lot of actors. It's on Hulu. It's an FX show.
I remember seeing the trailers
Yeah,
for this.
it's got
the...
it's basically a virus that turns people into like vampires.
They look like the
Gotcha.
vampires from Blade.
Yeah, Blade 2 vampires.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember
The
seeing
little
trailers
tendrils
for this.
coming out.
But there's like, dude, Sam from Lord of the Rings is in it. The old dude, the old groundskeeper from Harry Potter's in it, and he's like this old Jewish concentration camp survivor. But,
Filch?
huh?
Filch?
Yes.
Nice.
And he's like this. He learned how to hunt them down, and he's like a
Okay.
vampire hunter. And then the main character gets involved. Everyone kind of gets involved, and it shows different stories, the different people going through the same thing, because it all ties around the 4 people who woke up, because they're the carriers.
Gotcha.
And then all the people that died eventually wake up and go and hide in the sewers.
Gotcha.
And it's honestly a really good watch.
Is it all quarantined? They're all quarantined in New York, essentially? Is that what it was?
No, it eventually, from what I've seen, is it kind of gets all over the place.
Well, you haven't finished it.
No, I'm
What's-
on season 1. I'm almost done with season 1.
Okay.
And I can say within the first episode I was already hooked.
Wow,
Lovely.
that, for
It-
those that don't know, that's a mighty compliment.
It's
coming
hard
from
for me.
Hans.
Yeah, it's definitely hard for me to get hooked onto a show. That, like a True Detective, it has to have good dialogue and fucking good story. I love Blade 2, and this felt like Blade 2, with people becoming kind of like vampire hunters. Not vampire hunters, but like, yeah, essentially they become vampire hunters.
Survivors.
Filch trains people. But there's like 5 stories of different people going around and showing what they're going through, and then they all kind of like eventually come together. And that's the main group, the main
Gotcha.
cast. But, there's a Nazi German vampire who's been living forever.
There's always got to be one.
There's always a Nazi in a Guillermo del Toro movie.
Yeah.
There
yeah.
is, huh?
He always has to...
Yep.
Well,
That's true.
there's got to be some reasoning behind it that I won't get into.
True.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, dude, if you have the fucking time,
Yeah.
I would sit down,
Yeah, it's
watch
on
it.
Netflix or Hulu.
Hulu.
Hulu. Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
pretty good. I'm
I'll start
hoping I can
today.
finish it by next Sunday so I can give like a
That's only 4 seasons.
4 seasons.
Not bad.
Episodes are like an hour.
Yeah, so like typical FX.
It's extremely violent. A lot of gore. A lot of people getting their heads smashed.
You said it was on FX originally, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing the trailers when I was watching.
It was kind of the first
Something
FX
like that, yeah.
show that hit that cusp of being like mature.
Where FX has... Well, I mean, FX has always been mature. They've had The
Sons.
Shield. The Shield forever and Sons.
Yeah, but I think this kind of goes over that boundary of like
Really?
showing gore.
Oh,
like
okay.
showing it very gruesome.
Wow.
Yeah,
Like
that,
they
that-
showed
that checks out.
like the main vampire master. He just smashes a dude's head in the first episode, and it was pretty
Gotcha.
violent.
Then
Yeah, yeah.
I got a good feeling about that Alien show that they're making. It gives me some hope.
Is Disney a part of it?
mean, Disney owns FX. So. Disney owns the strain.
Did they own it back then?
No, they didn't start owning. They didn't own it until
See?
season
It wasn't
2
his team.
Alliance, I
Right.
think.
But
You're right.
my coworker put me on it,
Nice.
and I was like,
I'll give
first
it a
episode.
try.
Yeah, I couldn't go to sleep. I was
Just so you
thinking
know,
about
I hate
it.
everything.
It's delicious. I loves it.
All right, so let's deep dive into your music corner, Hans. What's coming up?
Oh, let me pull that shit up.
Pull it up,
Sorry,
baby.
I got some notes.
Pull that up.
You
So I
got
got
notes.
album announcements.
Pull up on me.
So I don't know if anyone's heard of The Plot and You.
Yes.
They've been
Yes.
dropping songs left and right, and I can say
He's
that.
been around for a second, big boy.
No, I know. They've been around, but I didn't like them back then.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I
Fucking
also
hated them.
didn't.
They were not good.
But now they're dropping some heavy fucking shit.
Every song's
Right?
been a banger,
Oh, good.
and they're killing it. I don't know if they're doing an album. I have no idea what. I forget his name. It's like Trevor. No, it's not Trevor. I
I
forget his
don't know.
last
I
name.
fucking never gave a shit.
Whatever. But I'll say yeah. That's been my go-to.
Really?
Every song I've been listening to on repeat. I have to have at least like 100 replays of each song. It's
How
that
many
good.
songs do they put out?
I think it's like 6 or 8.
Wow, that's a whole album.
Yeah, but they're split. It's like split album covers.
Hmm.
So like
Oh,
one's
okay.
yellow, one's red.
So like EPs essentially.
Kind of like an EP, but
Mm.
they're just doing. I think the TikTok thing is to release just kind of like a song.
Well, it's like
'Cause
a
they're big on
hip-hop
TikTok.
thing.
That's yeah. It's also
You're just doing a song. So I don't know if they're doing an album. I'd hope they are, but I haven't seen like a countdown or like a release date. And then Balance and Composure. They've been dropping like song after song. And it's been
I
I
gotta
think
check them
4 or
out.
5. That comes out October 4th. And there's not a bad song that they've ever written, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. Every song has been, not from the new stuff, their old stuff too.
What's the vibe of it?
I mean, it's alternative.
Okay.
So Plot and Use metalcore, and then Bouncing Composure's like alternative, like punk rock kind of.
Okay.
But that's October 4th. Everyone needs to listen to that shit. Another band that I wanted to shout out, they're dropping an album on September 27th, is Harriet. But that's like, it's like vibe shit. Like you want some witch metal.
Ooh, neat.
Because the lead singer, there's 2 singers. It's Debbie Gow and Jake Packer.
Debbie Gal.
She does some crazy shit. There's a song called Demure. Ugh,
Very demure,
God.
very
Why did I say
mindful.
that?
Look
I
what
wish
you
I
did
didn't Say
there.
that shit. I think it's called Demure. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. God,
He got.
Got him.
God damn.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's called Demure. I hate that.
Very mindful.
She can fucking scream.
Yeah?
dude. And it's like what I'd think a witch would sound like, just hackling.
So, is that the last drop?
No.
What else is coming up?
Oh no. That is it.
Okay, I also wanted to ask you guys what you thought of the new Linkin Park singer.
Oh,
What do you guys think about that?
I've never been a Linkin Park fan. I like the song, I like the singles, like
Yeah.
songs. I've never been a fan to anything past that. Just never did it for me. She sounds cool. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do.
Mhm.
As interested as one that doesn't really care can be. Like, oh, that's coming.
That's
out
cool.
neat. Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it. It's just never been my thing. That doesn't change with
Hans's
her.
face just says it all.
Just
don't ask me. If you can see my face.
Guys,
You
he
know.
fucking hated it.
I'm happy for all the people.
Hated it.
I'm happy for all the people that are really excited.
Yeah.
Because that's
I mean, if
meaningful
you
to
like
get your
it,
band
cool.
back like that.
But make a new band to me. Don't carry it on.
Yeah, just
Everyone just make
I don't
it.
know.
Just make a new band. Keep everyone in it, but new band. Because they just lost their guitarist and their drummer.
Well, one
They
of
did?
one of them's out. The other one's just not doing the first couple shows or whatever.
Oh, okay. I thought he left, but
No.
I just do something else. Don't do. Just leave Linkin Park as like that was Chester. Chester was there. Chester, that was his. That was their thing. Leave it
Yeah.
at that. Do a new name. Do a different band name. That's all. And I do not fuck with that song.
Do you think they're just digging?
I don't think that they're digging. I think that they want to get back out there and tour.
Or
and,
they should have
like,
just done a new band.
a new band. People are still gonna eat it up.
Yeah, people are. And I think a lot of people are
But
happy.
you know what? Not as many people will eat it up if it's not under the Lincoln Stinkin' Park name.
Right, they're not going to. And then it's like when you play those songs,
saying
the other
Linkin
problem
Park's
that
bad,
creates
but-
is now if you go under a different band name,
It's just harder to get
you're
that
playing
same
covers
exposure.
technically, and they're your songs. And now they're going to be looked at as a band covering.
I've heard
Yeah,
her
but
do
she's still-
the covers of the songs, and I do not fuck with it.
Right.
It sounds like doesn't sound great to me.
What was the band that she was in before? I can't remember what they were called. I didn't know her.
I don't know.
I didn't know either.
But
I don't like her voice. I don't like her being. I just don't like it being Linkin Park. It's just kind of weird. Leave it with Chester.
Yeah.
And then do something else. People are still, if they see that Mike is a part of it, they're still going to go to it. They're still going to be drawn to it. Yeah, the name is a big thing, but
Yeah, but
leave
no,
it.
I've seen interviews where people like go up to Mike and they don't know. They think he's just going into
Oh,
the
yeah,
show.
yeah. No, I know
I don't know
that.
if you've seen that, but like,
I have.
there's like, I'm part of the band. And there's like, oh,
But
It's like,
it's
oh,
the same with the
man.
girl. No one knows who she is. She's a part of Linkin
yeah,
Park now.
you're right. You're right.
I just think
But
if there's something you're starting new and the old singer's obviously not with it. and you
well,
guys-
I mean,
don't know.
I think there's a difference between when somebody passes versus, you know, a band member's kicked out. Like Dance Gavin Dance has
Yeah.
had fucking 3.
Yeah.
And they've been able to survive all of that.
Yeah.
But with this, it's a little bit
AC/DC.
different. Yeah, and it's a little
Big
bit
change
different
with
with
them.
this because he's passed, and I think they should have just left it.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
but
I think it depends
uh,
on the band. It depends on the amount of time that's gone by. It depends on how big they. Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. There's legalities. Again, if you want to play those old songs,
Yeah.
then things get dicey with labels and management when you start changing names. And again, I don't care because I've just never been a Linkin Park fan one way or another. It just
Mhm.
never has really done much for me. But yeah, I'm happy for the people that feel like they have their band back. Cause
Yeah, if they're excited for it, good for you.
Excited.
I just don't think it's for any of us here in this little threesome we got here.
Nope.
It's all right. I'm not gonna. I don't hate on it, and I don't think any of us hate on it. We're just
No.
It's just not. You know,
No.
not for us.
I just hate
But-
everything.
I mean, yeah,
I'll
that's
take
true.
Everything.
But-
So.
Yeah.
Well, I think on that note,
Wait, I want to shout out some tunes. Well, I want to talk about tunes you've been listening to and tunes I've been listening to.
Yeah,
Oh,
not just
yeah.
my shit.
Yeah. Do this fucking go around at the end of every episode.
Yeah,
I'm
I think-
fucking sorry. You go first, buddy.
So there's 2 artists I found recently that I'm really enjoying. One of them is it's a band called the Burkharts that are like,
Burkharts.
yeah, they're like this cool like bubblegum pop rock, like 60s California Beach Boys sounding band.
You and your
Yeah.
Beach
Really,
Boys.
really good. They only
See,
have,
I've been kind of on a similar kick.
dude, you'll dig them.
I'll tell you right now after you.
They're awesome. They have like I think they just have a couple singles. They're just like the old, and they're doing like the old school like single art with like the surfboards, and, like the gritty camera.
Yeah, I
and,
see it right now.
Yeah,
Cool.
they're really good.
That's cool.
Love been playing the shit out of them, and then Cutworms, who's like this. I think his name's Max. He's really cool. He's like this acoustic, I wouldn't say folk. It's like just like kind of classic sounding. Throw some like 60s, throw some kind of almost like doo-wop stuff in from time to time. Kind of indie alternative. Some pedal steel every now and then gives it like kind of like a little bit of a country vibe on certain songs. Really, really good. So I've been listening to the shit out of the Burkharts and Cutworms, and
Fuck
that's been rad.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
For me lately, I just got back into Citizen, but what I've been really fucking with was the Growlers.
Oh, I fucking
yeah.
love the Growlers.
Just some. What would you classify that as? Like goth beach?
Yeah,
Pop.
yeah.
Like they fuck.
They're great.
They fuck, and then the Buttertones are cool. I only like one song from the Buttertones.
I which one is it? Orpheus?
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
I
it's,
don't
that's
like a lot of the other stuff, but
everything
that
else. I
song's
was like,
great. Yep.
ah, man,
Yep.
you guys just really got this one, huh?
Yep.
like the
But the
Neighborhood.
Growlers, every song,
Graveyard's
is,
full.
every song's a fucking hit. And then also, Childish Gambino's album's pretty great.
That's what I've heard.
Maybe besides 1 or 2 songs.
Yeah.
But Lithonia, fucking great. Hearts Are Meant to Fly. I think there's one more that I just really liked, and I think it was not Advocate, Happy Survival, because that has Kerrang Bin, and I really like Kerrang Bin. You guys don't know who Khruangbin is?
I don't know the
It's
fuck
it's
that
mostly instrumentals. It's three people, bass, two guitarists, I think.
They're just like us.
Sorry if I'm messing that up. You guys should check them out. Khruangbin's, very vibey, very like, just fucking sick ass band.
Get you buzzing.
They just make fucking tunes, dude.
I think
Definitely
you,
recommend it.
Jaime, need to listen to Sweet Pill.
The fuck is Sweet Pill?
I'll give you a sweet pill.
It's a band
Give
you'd
everyone
like.
the Sweet Pill.
I know you'd like it.
It's what?
Hey, fucking Cosby?
He said he was,
Oh, yo!
he was talking about his dick, dude.
I heard pill and I was like, oh.
He said he was going to give me a sweet pill. I said, give
I
everyone
did
a
say I
sweet
was going
pill.
to give James a sweet pill, but not. This ain't Blink Twice, baby.
Anyways, Sweet Pill band.
Yeah, you'd like him.
What kind of?
Yeah, say what is it? What's the vibe?
Alternative. It's
Okay.
got a chick singer. I've been listening to a lot of chick singers. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But
'Cause they're
they've been
fucking great.
It's been the vibe. But yeah, you'd like them a lot. They have a
Cool.
lot of cool. Like remember, God, dude, I'm drawing a fucking blank on a lot of shit. I think my Alzheimer's is kicking.
We're getting
in.
old. Excuse
Brain
us.
going
As
mush.
soon as I hit 30, it's game over, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
but
think that's kind of it.
that is that. I think that is it for today.
Now you can do your shout outs. I'm thankful to everyone.
Yeah, shouts
Hayden.
out.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. We've been wanting to do something like this for a long time. And it means a lot that you guys, like all of our friends have been supportive. And I just really fucking appreciate it. I think all of us do. I
Yeah.
appreciate you guys. I like doing this shit with y'all.
We're just going to stare at him. Cause
They're just gonna stare at you and
Yeah,
not say
you're
anything,
gonna
make you
just-
feel uncomfortable, hurt your feelings a little bit.
Yep.
So
Every
besides
time it
him
works.
being
Ended on a
all-
bad note.
Yeah, but
It's
besides
so
him-
funny because they fucking link brains and they do that all the time just to fuck with me. I know I've laid out a good joke or something and they just look at me like trying not to laugh. I
Trying
can
not
see
to
it.
laugh. I have no
Yeah,
urge
like-
to
like
laugh.
you have to try not to.
Just working disappointment. But
Love these guys.
but we
fun.
we did create the Instagram that is up.
Yeah, give us a
and
follow.
We've posted about it. That's
posting
up there.
today.
We're gonna start taking pictures, hopefully for each episode.
What's
but
the Instagram at, Hans?
What the fuck do you think it is?
I
The
don't know.
Dead
Tell me-
Man's
you gotta tell the
Podcast.
people.
Dead Man's Podcast.
We're now on Amazon, Apple, and Spotify.
Yeah, 'cause I had
obviously,
some peeps asking when Apple. So
Apple's
it's
on.
up there. Amazon's
the first
up there.
week, like back first weekend though.
Yeah,
Well,
we
it's
first did it.
fucking
it's there.
on.
It's there now, Captain Ed. If you're listening, it's there now.
Captain Ed. Yeah, I mean, I want to keep up the
Momentum.
pictures
Oh.
that we've been doing, because I think that's been kind of making us stand out. Is the pictures.
Yeah.
So we got hopefully 2 coming out today that we'll be doing. But if you want to share us, that'd be dope, and we'd appreciate it.
And then shouts out all the Death Bats Club homies, because like a lot of you guys, when I put that up on X, were like sharing the shit out of it and tagging me. You guys were listening to it, and everyone was really enjoying it. Like
Hell yeah.
lots and lots and lots of Death Bats Club homies. Everyone's
Thank you,
always got
guys.
each other's back in
Glad,
there.
thank you.
So that was fucking rad. It was like 30 or 40 people.
No
it was,
shit.
It was fucking rad. Those Death Bats
Sick.
Club homies are like everyone's got each other's back. So that meant a lot. So thanks, guys.
Yeah. Everything counts, and we love it all.
Yeah, we just like doing this.
We literally just get to hang out with James and Hayden.
And you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk.
And
Well,
we hope guest.
The other thing is we hope that, we all make you feel like you're in the room with us, sharing a chair
Yeah.
across from me, because
Everyone wants that.
everyone
yeah,
wants to
everybody
sit
wants
down
to
and talk
sit
to
across
me.
from
And
Hans.
we're gonna have some guests at some point too. It'll be fun.
We're gonna try and do guests soon.
Well, we want to do video as well.
Video is gonna come
just
soon.
don't know how
I'm
we're gonna
sorry.
do
I know
that.
we keep saying video is gonna come soon. It will.
I just don't know how we're going to do that, though, because of how we're placed.
We'll figure it out. First guest, we'll get Brad Pitt. Don't worry, guys.
It's coming. Don't worry. Yeah,
Yeah.
easy.
You know
Easy.
who I was thinking on that I'd like for a first? Would
Quentin?
be Nat Wolf.
Oh, I'd love to have him.
Nat Wolf. I
Yeah,
just
Nat Wolf
watched
would be
Quiet
cool.
Place
Yeah.
day 1.
So
He's in
good.
it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. That's it. That's my
All
little
right.
ramble.
Thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you next time.
See ya, partners.
Bye, folks.